ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside the Nitech Sports Center. It's time for Shreveport Mudbugs hockey. I'm Chet Yoder. This is the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. And tonight we conclude this two-game rivalry series against the Lone Star Brahmas. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, my name is Chet Yoder. We're so glad to have you with us as the Mudbugs coming off a very exhilarating, thrilling, come-from-behind win last night, where it was a game where they felt they outplayed Lone Star in a lot of facets, and they felt like they deserved to win that game from the get-go, and they had to pull it out of their backside to really come away with the victory. It started out with Eric Vitale. He was able to redirect home his second of the year from Morris and goal. The Mudbugs led 1-0 at the 15:32 mark of the second. Then it went into the third, and at 8:03, Ryan Kamashak snapped one home. It was Jacob Karpa and Raymir Akami who got the assist. It was a shorthanded goal, kind of an ugly goal, something that maybe Simo Bushler didn't expect him to shoot. And Kamashak gets his second. It was tied 1-1. Then at 17:01, with 2:59 remaining in the game, Jacob Tepley, right through the slot, similar to Kamashak's goal, was able to rocket one past Bushler. Mera and Auteri got the assist. The Mudbugs were left scrambling. Then in the last 2:59, they were able to get a power play and then pull their netminder 6-on-4 special, and it was Ryan Burke in front who redirected home his second goal of the year. Steele and Haru got the assists. It was a big one for him, a power play goal, the Mudbugs' first power play goal of the road trip. That's how tough it has been for the Scott Powerline power play, but the Mudbugs were able to dramatically tie it up at 19:53, then go into overtime, and at 52 seconds in on a transition play, Drake Morris led the charge on a 2-on-1. Drake Morris just fed Goldie the puck along the far side, and Goldie shoveled home his third of the season. Mudbugs win dramatically 3-2 in overtime. A look in the standings. It was a game the Mudbugs just desperately needed to get back in the win column, and they do that. They're now in the fourth and final playoff spot at 18 points. Lone Star gets a point. They're at 28 points, first place, 13-1-2. At 28 points, like I said, the Warriors and the Ice Wolves tied for second at 23 points. Then you have Amarillo looking up to Shreveport with 17 points, but they've played 4 less games. Then Odessa at 15 points, the Rhinos at 14 points, and the Ice Rays in last at 8 points, who got a win last night. So the key for the Mudbugs is that they're playing better hockey, but they're going to have to continue that because they have played more games than everybody in the South Division. We'll talk to Mudbugs associate head coach Michael Hill, get his thoughts on last night, what the Mudbugs need to do tonight to grab the sweep over their arch rival. It's the Mudbugs and the Brahmas coming up in just a little bit. This is the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show, and you're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
You know, we only get one chance at this thing called life, so why don't we make it count? Hi, I'm Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and we're here to assist you as a financial advisor and a CPA in making those important life decisions. Starting young, saving, and investing will reward you down the road, but it takes diligence to stay the course because life happens. Buying that first home, adding to your family, and then preparing for college, all of these require a plan. We offer services including investments, life insurance, retirement planning, and long-term disability, just to name a few. We can also assist you in your tax preparation or planning along with small business services. We are an independent brokerage company with access to hundreds of products. Call me at 318-219-4188 or log into gfapartners.com to set up a free consultation. Our offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103 in Shreveport. Come see us and go Bugs.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFatta & Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFatta & Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defattapi.com for more information.
Welcome
Welcome back in the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. Game 2 of this 2-game series between the Mudbugs and the Lone Star Brahmas. We're joined by Mudbugs Associate Head Coach Michael Hill. And Coach, I mean, walk us through that game. You're out shooting Lone Star at one day and age, 9-1 after one. You find yourself with a 1-0 lead. All of a sudden, it's wiped off. Lone Star, gets a goal early in the third, and they get one late in the third, 2-1. Talk about what the mindset was with 2:59 to go. All of a sudden, you're down by one.
The message to the guys right after that was that there's plenty of time to get this, get the results we want. So, I mean, we've been through it before where we've come down to the last second and still tied a game, and this time we didn't cut it that close. But, I mean, the message to the guys, even at that point, everything we were putting in the work, felt like we were grinding it out the right way. And, the hockey gods probably helped us there because we just didn't have any quit in our game.
Looking back at it, describe the game-tying goal with Burke in front.
It kind of rolled off from a shot. Initially, I think it was from Steeler that ended up making its way around up to Hero, back to Steeler again, who kind of just, does a good job at getting it through the first layer. Berkey looks like he's trying to get out of the way, hits off his leg and in, and he's just at the right place at the right time, hits him and deflects right at the good angle to go in the back of the net because it was probably going wide if it didn't hit off his leg there.
I wanted to talk to you about the first goal, and it was Drake Morris who threw it from the corner. I believe it was deflected off of Vitale, and I wanted to ask you about Vitale, a guy that's battling for playing time, in and out of the lineup. He battled a sickness, didn't come on the road initially. He had to get dropped off in Oklahoma. I know that it's been kind of up and down with him. Where is he at now, and how big was that goal for his confidence and the coaching staff's confidence?
Yeah, I think it was good just for him to just be around the net front. I think that's part of his game he needs to grow at, and just kind of go to those dirty areas, get rewarded. I know his first goal of the season was the one that we ended up tying against Oklahoma with the last second of the game kind of deal there. So, I mean, he's around the net front, and he scored that one. And then on the net front there in last night's game on Moore's kind of bad angle shot, and again, another right place, right time. But for him to get in and battle, we expect him to be a kid that is going to have to be a little bit more simple with his game and kind of do the little things better than other guys out there. And he'll get his ice time as he earns it and does those little things right.
We've had about a handful of games that have gone to either to the overtime or the shootout. Last night, very quickly, within the first minute, Drake Morris finds Goldie, who shoveled it home. Some fans were asking me, and people always ask me this, is how much 3-on-3 practice do you guys have? And that's something that the only answer I can come up with is probably not very much because you don't prepare for it all that much. But it's a bit chaotic on the ice, isn't it?
Yeah, it kind of is, but surprisingly, we practice it every single day.
There you go. So. I'm wrong. Every year's a new year.
So, whether it be a small game 3-on-3 or a full length of ice 3-on-3, we're always kind of practicing that kind of playmaking ability, and the way that we want to go towards it is just we want to try to generate speed. That's exactly what Drake did there. Just kind of pushes on the outside, and Goldie has legs like a tree trunk, so he could really push and get some pace there too, and ends up beating all three of the other guys up the ice and finds his way on the back door to have a nice tap-in goal there.
Coach Soupy was talking about how the start was good but not great. I mean, you outshot Lone Star 9-1, but when I talked to Coach and Bushy, it seemed like there was still a lot of zone time around Bushy's net. Are you looking for a better start? I mean, obviously, you're always looking for a better start, but were you satisfied with last night's start?
Yeah, I think what we were happy with is kind of not allowing those shots. If we were getting beat defensively in the defensive zone, it was our second and third efforts, our kind of, I guess, sprawling out, if you will, and our stick-on-puck ability was able to reduce their shot count. So really happy with that. Even, if it came to us kind of in a panic mode, we were able to really kind of beef it up. And, and disallow a shot on net. And I mean, it's always hard to be satisfied with anything. I'm kind of one of those mindsets. I'm never really satisfied. There's going to be something to fix or to get better at, and I think for us, what would have been probably a better start in the first is if we actually were up 1-0 or some kind of goal there too is another good thing. And I know coming into tonight, our guys are going to be in the right mindset again to play that quick, heavy, and simple game.
When you can get a win like that as a coach, I know you're a younger coach, do you have that feeling that the players have, that elation and that, I guess you can say big-time Sally and that big high feeling after a win like that, a come-from-behind win?
Oh, yeah. I mean, as someone who just kind of stepped away from the game as a player, 6 years ago, 5 years ago or whatnot, I'm super energized even after a goal that we have. And after a win, even more so. It's good to have 2 points at the end of the day, and enjoy it in that night that you have it, and then you kind of just move on from there and look at the next 2 points. And that's how I was as a player. That's kind of how I am as a coach. I'm not too high or too low about last night because there's a lot of good. There's some teaching stuff that we need to still implement here, but I've always felt like I'm pretty even keel, once it comes to the next shift or the next period, next game, whatever it may be.
Coach, thanks for the time and good luck tonight.
Thanks, Chet.
We'll have more after these messages here on the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
The Robertson Cup champion Shreveport Mudbugs know big goals lead to big wins. That's why State Farm agent Ben Tolis and his State Farm team are here to help you score a big goal with your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go score the winning goal and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help your life go right. Call State Farm agent Ben Tolis today at 318-688-1522. That's 318-688-1522.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back into the shoebox in North Richland Hills, Texas, as they love to call this fantastic barn, which the Mudbugs have been in, seen a lot of highs and seen a lot of lows since they've came into the league back in the 2016-2017 season. It's now we continue on in our Landers, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram pregame show. It's time for the Whataburger starting lineups. First, for the Lone Star Brahmas, head coached by the former Mudbug great Dan Wildfong in his 10th season as the bench boss. At left wing will be number 10, Nathan Mann. At center will be number 19, Johan Rosenquist. And on the right wing will be number 23, Will Lacher. Defensively for the Brahmas, it'll be number 14, Colin Kleiser, and number 41, Antti Auteri. And making the start in nets, the Mudbugs know all about this guy, as he gave them some troubles, gave them a lot of troubles during the regular season, and of course, most notably in the postseason. He's committed to Princeton, and the numbers have been good so far this season. It'll be number 31, Arthur Smith. And the numbers on Smith, he hasn't slowed down since his success last season. The numbers overall are 5-0-2 with 2 shootout losses, a 0.73 goals against, and a .961 save percentage. This guy knows how to get it done, but he's coming off a shootout loss against Odessa in his last start. Your Whataburger starting lineups for the Shreveport Mudbugs, head coach by Jason Soupy Campbell in his 5th season as the bench boss, associate head coach Michael Hill, the goalie coach Rich Perron, honorary assistant Chris Lane. At left wing will be number 9, Logan Gotinski. At center will be number 12, Hayden Nickel. And on the right wing will be the captain, number 18, Garrett Steele. Defensively for the Mudbugs, it'll be number 6, Maxim Sushinsky, and number 5, Alex Park. And making the start in nets, this one was interesting because I think they were going back and forth on who they might go with. They're going to go back to the St. Laurent Montreal netminder, and there wasn't a wrong answer because he played well. He faced 24 shots, and he made 24 saves on 26 shots, and he picked up his 5th win in net. He'll get the start again tonight on back-to-back nights. It'll be Simo Bushler, and I don't blame him. There wasn't a wrong answer in between going to Bushler or Aiken. They're going to go back to Bushler. Those are your Whataburger starting lineups. Whataburger, just like you like it. Mudbugs hockey tonight brought to you by Porter's Industrial, delivering the difference in the Arklatex for over 20 years. Porter's Industrial strives with the utmost integrity to meet our customers' needs with quality uniform and facility services for your business. The Mudbugs in their teal jerseys with the Mudbug head in front with the white numberings and letterings on the back. They'll skate from left to right. Lone Star in their special military-themed jerseys with a Brahma lettering in front, the bull on top of it, and the white or red numberings and letterings along the back. Now we ask you please rise wherever you may be for tonight's national anthem. Another sensational rendition of tonight's national anthem. As we're ready to get this baby underway, Simo Bushler to my left, Arthur Smith to my right. We'll have some ceremonial puck drops going on to my near left. Mudbugs trying to duplicate the start they had last night and get even better. You know, Coach Soupy liked the start he had last night, but he felt like maybe a little bit more zone time in the offensive side. And you can never be satisfied. You can be happy, but never satisfied. An old quote I learned from Carla Zernis and Francis Anzalone. A couple of coaches we miss in the Mudbugs organization that had a lot of success in their first season in the North American Hockey League of Bugs Hockey. Mudbugs will have the weekend off next weekend and then open up a 2-game series in El Paso, Texas in the Event Center. First time the Mudbugs will see the Rhinos for the first of 2. That'll be on Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. Landers opening puck drop, ready to get underway. It's Johan Rosenquist and Hayden Nickel at center ice. And the Landers opening puck drop is won there by Rosenquist off the far side now. Levied up ahead, far corner shot, save made there by Bushler. He made a right pad save along the far side. That was a shot there by number 23, Will Lacher. Routine stop for Bushler, and we'll get a face-off in deep into the Mudbug zone. First period tonight brought to you by Generational Financial Advisors. For more information on planning your life's needs from college to retirement, you can call Miss Janice Watt at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com. Face-off battle at one there by the Bucks. Nipped up ahead there to Marino. Marino's got it off the far side boards and now played back in to the Brahmas zone. Up along to the near side it goes. That's Mann, and he'll mail it in behind the Bucks net. Along to the far side, Haru banks it to the far half wall. Now tripped up a little bit there was Marino. Now wheeled around over to Zarski. Zarski now tries to get it through. It got blocked off there by Lacher, taken back into the Mudbugs, behind the Mudbugs net there, rather there by Zarski, and he'll slide it all the way down. No icing. Mudbugs without Nicky Miller, lower body injury. An injury he sustained last night as he's sitting with his mom, dad, and sister across from us. Along to the far side, chopped now taken there by Musket. He'll get through the blue line, but it looked like he came in a bit too early. Offside on Bugs hockey, and we'll get a face-off out of the Brahmas zone. Shots officially 1-0 in favor of Lone Star. Now, I was talking about this earlier today about Dan Wildfong, and it felt like he was a bit dialed back from his normal wrathness, if that's a name. He was a bit dialed down, and I was wondering what that was about along to the near corner, and I got some information on that a little later on. Along to the near corner now, the Mudbugs trying to jar it off the walls. Got a battle going on there. Now trying to work it to the near half wall. Danziger pokes it in deep, but it's now taken back out to center. Oh, hard hit there by Danziger as he throws Jacob McDonald like a rag doll down to the ice. Now to the far corner. Burke a shot, smothered up there by Smith. Pushing and shoving. That's Burke and Swift with a little bit of a playful shove. About 90 seconds gone by here in the opening frame. Mudbugs hockey tonight brought to you by Fireplace Specialties. Fireplaces, gas logs, glass doors, wood stoves, inserts, mantles, and grills. They got it all. They're located at 8500 Box Road in Shreveport or by logging on to fireplacespecialties.net. Volkman to take the draw on the left wing circle for his first shift of the night. Wall face-off one there by Volkman. He has it now, far circle. Trying to throw it up top of the blue line, intercepted. Now along to the near side, that's Matt McDonald. He'll now just wheel it in behind the Bucks net, around to the far corner there to Vitale. Vitale will just drop it back to Sushinsky. Sushinsky now knocks it up ahead, off the stick of Mack, and he'll just chop it up ahead. Too far there for Volkema, though. Through the neutral zone, the puck skitters back into the Shreveport zone. It's taken there by Fleet. Fleet's got it. He'll just kind of whirled around off the near side boards, off the stick of Mack, and it's played there by Brahmas hockey. Now along to the near side, poked around. Now Murakami forwards it up ahead. Now taken down as Fleet wrestles his man down to the ice. Along to the near corner, taken there by Mack. Mack takes a hard hit now through the middle. Puck now played back out to center. Good job there by Sushinsky to just nudge it back out to the neutral zone. Now play to the near side. One man to beat. That's Connor Bergeron. He'll park it back, and now he'll just drift it down low, trying to find Caden Helm down low behind the Bucks net, but he was met there by Park. Held in there now. That's Bergeron along down low. Hard hitting going on as Fleet's got the loose biscuit off the stick of Nickel as the puck now goes in deep. Here comes Steele. Steele has it along the far corner. Steele now kind of gets wrestled down along the back there by Auteri. Held in there by Haru. Haru now will just bank it in down low there to Morris. Morris, he had a couple of assists last night. Big playmaker as now he'll just twist it in down low there to Nickel. Mudbugs trying to work a cycle. Nickel now has it along the far side. He'll dish it down low there to Morris. Morris now behind Arthur Smith's cage. And now trying to get smothered up there, trying to get around the stick of Swift off the far side boards. Poked around, now held in there by Haru. Good job there by Haru to get it down toward the net, but it was blocked off. Good job there by Auteri. Puck now barreled, held in there, and now Marino, backhand drive! And he got his, might have been a poke check there by Arthur Smith to keep it out of trouble. Now down low, that's Kleiser along to the far corner. Intercepted there by Marino. Marino holds it in. Mudbugs want to try to change on the fly. Now around the near side boards, the puck goes. Possessed, held in there by Burke. Burke now, oh, he tried to find the far circle there to Marino, but he couldn't corral that pass down. Puck now barreled back out to center. It's taken there by Zanvernuk. Zanvernuk shot, gets blocked in front there by Zarski. Along to the near corner it goes. Now behind the Bucks net. Trying to grab it was Austin, now taken away there by Burke. Now shoveled around to the far side there to Musket. Musket now will just drop it back to Austin. Austin along the near side. He'll work it now out of his own zone. Intercepted. That's a good job there by Mara. Mara now slams Austin along the boards in front of the Mudbugs bench. Trying to jar it out of trouble there was Jacob McDonald, but it's taken there by Zarski. Zarski now along to the near side there to Burke. Burke now caroms it off the near side boards, too far there for his buddy Musket. Now along to the far side. Puck smoked back in there by Auteri. Into the Mudbug zone it goes. Poked around there by Burke. Up ahead there it goes to Litchard. Litchard lost his balance, but he's able to at least drub it into the Brahmas zone. Good pace to this one. Almost 5 minutes gone by in the opening frame. Brought to you by Generational Financial Advisors. I'm Chet Yoder. No score. Now held in there by the Bugs. That's Volkema along the left point. And now along to the far corner. Volkema trying to grab it around the back. He's trying to get around the back there. I believe it's off Auteri. Now it's taken around the near side. Worked back out to center. And Danziger able just to drift it down low. Now Danziger just pops it above Smith's cage along to the far corner. It's taken there by Murakami. He'll slow it down. Wholesale line change for the Bugs. Along the far half boards. Now poked around. Good stick there by Steele to knock it back out to center. Now corralled off the skate. Now played loose puck there by Danziger. Danziger has it. He'll go to the near side there to Steele. He'll go cross ice over to Volkema. Drop it back to Danziger. Danziger's pass broken up but taken there by Volkema. And Volkema's just going to throw it back to Fleet. And Fleet's going to slow it down. Fleet now with a little bit of a wrestle job. Steele up ahead off the stick of Gotinski. Taken away there by Auteri. Auteri with a burst of speed. Here he comes around the far corner. Now he pivots down through the slot. And a shot was broken up there. That was through the slot there by Matt McDonald. Good stick there by Gotinski. Now a hard hit and going on to the right of Bushler. Handled, intercepted there by Danziger. He'll kiss it off the near side window all the way down. Good soft clear there by Danziger. Now Gotinski in on the forecheck, played up ahead to the near side. No numbers for the Brahmas, so it's Matt McDonald who just spills it back into the Mudbug zone. Now along to the far half wall, Gotinski has it. He'll now just brush it back to Haru. Haru now will send it off the stick of Gotinski back out to center, delayed off sides. Brahmas have to touch up, taken there by Park behind the Mudbugs net. He'll slow it down. Park now, far side, on over to Haru. Haru now throws a pass off the stick of Marino. Marino now trying to get on side. And the Bugs come in off sides. Well, I didn't think Marino touched that puck. I thought that play should have kept going. And I think Marino feels the same way. Big hello to the Marinos. Glad to have them with us from Lynn, Massachusetts. Marino and Aiken, your Boston boys. They're all about that clam chowder life. I like some clam chowder myself. I mean, if I can get some authentic Boston clam chowder, that would be a special treat. It's on the bucket list to go up to the East Coast. Along to the near side, nobody cares. Now through the slot, through the neutral zone it goes. Blown up there, Sushinsky ran right over Jacob Tepley. Now, near side, that's Burke. And, oh, boy, he shuffles a puck all the way down. Played there by Smith. Smith didn't know where he was going to go. He's going to go to the far side. Now up ahead it goes. Here's Mara. Leads the charge. 3-on-2. Shot save made there by McDonald, by Bushler, and taken there by Burke. Far side, here's Litchard. Litchard around the far side. Good move. And he works it in. Now taken back out to center. Poked around there by Tepley. Taken there by Danziger through the neutral zone. He'll now just thrash it on net. It bounced on. A little tricky there for Smith, but he's able to corral. Now Mack wants to go. Mack wanted to fight the Brahmas last night. Lone Star wasn't in the mood, and they're not in the mood there. That was Shane Carr, and I don't know if Mack wants to tie it up with Carr. Carr was not in the lineup last night. We'll get a face-off in deep now into the Brahmas zone. Good pace to this one. 12:28 remaining here in the opening period. Face-off one there by Lone Star. They have it. Now carried back out along the near side. Floated up ahead. There to Lacher. Lacher now over to Mann. Mann along the near corner. He'll pivot back. Play back up top. Shot toward the net. Tipped on its way through and went wide. Terry threw it from the left point. Now the puck roulette wheeled into the near corner. Good hard check there by Danziger. Danziger now trying to dig out some weeds. Mack in there, held in there. Shot there by Terry. Smothered up there by Bushler, and he'll hold on to it. With exactly 12 minutes remaining here in the opening frame. Still no score. Shots now 2-2. Mudbugs will be back at home December 2nd and 3rd. It'll be our Coca-Cola Christmas Teddy Bear Toss / Daddy Daughter Date Night. Say that 3 times in a row. The Mudbugs will host the New Mexico Ice Wolves. Be sure to join us December 2nd and 3rd. Get your tickets by giving us a call at 318-636-7094 or logging on to mudbugshockey.com. Puck now is railed all the way down the length of the ice there by Zarski, and it is an icing on Shreveport. Face-off will come right back to the right of Bushler. A big hello to the Bushlers. Tune in tonight from Saint Laurent, Montreal. Simon will be on a flight up there tomorrow. They'll be spending some time with Hayden Nickel tonight, and then they'll be flying out tomorrow. A lot of players will be going home, so the bus will be a bit sparse, but I'll be on there, and I'll have a little bit more leg room. Now, along to the near corner. Rare that I ever get that. Along to the near side, but us tall guys need it. Now our check there by Haru now. Worked back in. Lone Star has it, but taken away there by Haru. Haru now works it in behind the Mudbugs net. He'll take his time. Reset to the near side. It goes to Zarski. Zarski now throws a pass up the middle off the stick of Marino. And the puck now just kind of trickles into the Brahmas zone. Lone Star has it behind their own net. Spinning around there is Karpa. Karpa around the far side. Hard check there as Sushinsky threw Kamashok down. Now through the near side. Goldie flips it in. Smith now saddles it around the near side boards. Now back to the far side. Now taken there by Morris. In down low there to Goldie. Goldie was a hero last night. Now he throws it in front, but it's smothered up there by Smith. And the Mudbugs will take that. They want to get some offensive zone faceoffs. Drake Morris didn't appreciate some face washing, so he's getting in the face of, I believe that's Zand Vernuk. That was a healthy conversation going on there with Ivan Zadvernuk from Moscow, Russia. Could be around the same place where Timofey Koklichev is from. We miss Cokes. Playing at AIC. Hot cocoa. Face off. I can go for some hot cocoa right now. It's pretty cold in here. Play to the left point. Held in there by Austin. Danziger, a shot toward the net. And that was Burke looking for a tip along to the near corner. Getting some help there is Musket. Musket staying with it. And now along the near side. Taken out there by, that looked like it was Lacher. And that's Mann. And he'll just spin that baby into the Mudbug zone. Along to the far side, taken there by Lacher, far corner, thrown in front, but it was taken away there. Good stick there by Burke. Burke now checks his man hard into the boards. Pruitt tries to hold the zone. He's in deep as a defenseman. He'll have to get back. Far side there, Danziger just works it back up ahead there to Musket. Musket through the middle there to Burke, and Burke will just kind of pop it in to the Brahmas zone. Coach Soupy needed a line change. He'll get one. Now off the stick of Bergeron, and it goes in deep into the Shreveport zone. Good pace to this one. Volkema now along the far corner. Mudbugs trying to grab it. And now taken there by Volkema. Volkema has it through the middle with a burst of speed. Here comes Volkema. He'll work it into the right side. Now he'll just pivot back. And out of the right point, thrown through the slot. Intercepted there by Bergeron. Spun around, taken away there by Mack. And Mack smacked one toward the net, and it's paddled away there by Smith. And now pushing and shoving. That's Volkema. and Auteri getting frisky with one another. Nothing more friskier than these two teams in the South. Sports Center, this is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
You know, we only get one chance at this thing called life, so why don't we make it count? Hi, I'm Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and we're here to assist you as a financial advisor and a CPA in making those important life decisions. Starting young, saving, and investing will reward you down the road, but it takes diligence to stay the course because life happens. Buying that first home, adding to your family, and then preparing for college, all of these require a plan. We offer services include just to name a few. We can also assist you in your tax preparation or planning along with small business services. We are an independent brokerage company with access to hundreds of products. Call me at 318-219-4188 or log into gfapartners.com to set up a free consultation. Our offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103 in Shreveport. Come see us and go Bugs.
Welcome back into the Night Tech Sports Center. Scoreless with 9:31 to go here in the opening period, brought to you by Generational Financial Advisors. Face off to the right of Smith. Face off won there by Lone Star. They have it along the near side. Now whipped around the far side boards. Back out to center, off the check, now taken there by McDonald. That's McDonald, throws a shot toward the net. Paddle save made there by Bushler. Now kicked around there by Gotinski. Now down low, poked around Sushinsky. Along to the near side, back to Gotinski. Gotinski couldn't get a body in front on Zad Vernuk, now taken there by Gotinski. Gotinski wins the battle, now over to Sushinsky, who kicked it around back to Gotinski. Far side, now through the middle, intercepted, and Mara came in too early. He almost pulled it off. With 8:59 remaining, you always got to keep an eye out on Mara. He is very Joey Baez-like, very Nicky Nemo-like. He's just a pest. Got to keep your eye out on him. He's a scoring pest, though. That's the thing. He's having a great start to the year for Dan Wildfong. Puck now twisted in down low there to the Mudbug zone. Danziger along to the near corner, taken there now far side there to Marino. Marino's got it. He'll now float it in, and now taken away there by Jake McDonald. Taken away there by Austin. Austin now will nudge it up ahead there for Marino, but it was too far for him. Murakami now punches it back out to center. Now through the middle, back to Haru. Haru now through the middle, off the stick of Goldie. And now along the near half boards, Morris tries to grab it and touched down. No hand pass there for Morris as Lone Star has it. Off the stick now of Mara as the puck goes in deep into the Shreveport zone. Along the near side, taken now along the left side, that's Litcher. Litcher now will throw it on over to Musket. They come in a little bit illegally, and that's an offside on the Bucks. Mudbugs hockey tonight. Brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings BOGO Tuesday, boneless wings BOGO Thursday. Happy hour 3 to 6 Monday through Friday. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beers, sports. What more do you want about corporate partner of Mudbugs hockey? Face off one there by the Bugs just outside the near Lone Star blue line. Zarski pelts it in to the Lone Star zone. Here's Litchard along to the far corner. Trying to get help there by Burke. Along the walls, this is a battle. Shane Carr was along the back, now one out free there by Pruitt. Pruitt now throws it to the near side. It goes over to Masick. Masick now drops it in as they come in cleanly. Now along the inboards, good hard check there by Haru. It's taken away there by Helm. Helm now banks it back up top to the right point. They go around the horn, on over to Pruitt, over to Carr toward the net. Glove save made there by Bushler. He saw it the whole way. Pushing and shoving after the whistle. Zarski was there. Of course, Haru's in there. Haru with a few words for Masick. Masick with a few words back. That was about as tame as it would get between those two. at least for now. By Lone Star, shot toward the net there by Mann. It was fought off there by Bush. Taken there by Park. Park now behind the Shreveport net to the near side there to Mack. Mack now will whack it in all the way down. No icing. It was waved off. Volkema now steals it. Volkema now along the end boards. Thrown through the slot. Fired toward the net. Oh, Mack wired it wide. Now Park a shot toward the net. It goes wide. Play now. Pinching in the zone there is Sushinsky. Penalty coming up to Lone Star. And it'll be touched up, and the Mudbugs will go on the first power play of the night. That's a great draw by the Bugs in the offensive zone. Looks like a high sticking infraction. Mudbugs were 1 for 7 on the man advantage last night. It's going to be Auteri going in the box. Shot 6-3 in favor of Brahmas hockey. Mudbugs overall 25th in the league at 12.7%. Oh wow. They found some blood. They got some juice. And Auteri's going to sit for a double minor. 4 minutes for the Mudbugs. Lone Star 10th best at 85.2%. Big moment here in the opening period. Mudbugs played to Sushinsky. Played back up top to Steele. Now to the right point, over to Sushinsky. They'll work it down low there to Burke. Burke now spins it around down low. And now along the near side, the puck is smoked all the way down. It's a good clear there by Mara. Big moment for the Bugs here early, as they have 3.5 minutes now remaining of Scott Powerline power play time. Here comes Steele, dropped off there to Musket. Musket now across there to Litcher, back to Sushinsky, back to Litcher, far corner. Litcher now dribbles it back up top to Sushinsky. He'll drop it down low there to Litcher, back up top, right point, Steele, tees one up, and it's blocked in front as the puck is now leveled all the way down. Boy, this is as big as it gets, and if the Mudbugs can score before the 2 minutes, then they will have another power play. That's how it works in a double minor. Now through the middle, here's Morris working around. Oh, he gets tackled down there by Marino, or by Murakami rather, as the puck is dumped all the way down. Haru takes his time, 2:45 remaining on this double minor power play for Bugs hockey. Far side there to Goldie. Oh, he gave it away. Boy, reading that play was Karpa. Mudbugs now trying to battle for it, now taken back in. Looks like an offside on the Bugs. That was just not clean from Goldie. It was a little tough. He kind of ran into a blue line trap job there by Dan Wildfong. They had that smothered up pretty good. Big hello to the Goldies, tuning tonight from Owen Sound, Ontario. Glad to have them with us. I'm sure they were happy campers last night. Far Brahmas blue line, battle at one there by Burke. To the near side there to Steele. Steele now. Oh no, he flipped it out of play. And Dan Wildfong wants that to be a penalty. It's a discretionary call. Most officials don't call it. Face off one there by the Bugs. Sushinsky has it in front of the Mudbugs net to the right side there to Steele. Steele has it now up the middle. He'll work it to the right side there to Musket. Musket goes in, and the Mudbugs are offsides. Boy, this power play has had a lot of stop and go, and it's going in the wrong direction right now. Down to 2:12 remaining on this double minor. Stick around for the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. We'll talk to Tommy Aitken, the Mudbugs net minor, who is backing up Bushler tonight. Face off one there by Lone Star. Now Smith around the near side to the near side as the puck is just hammered all the way down. Now Haru has it. We're down to 2 minutes left on this man advantage. Goldie through the neutral zone, up the middle. He'll just smoke it in. Taken there by Smith behind his own net off the near side. Settled down there by Mack. Play back to Haru. Tut toward the net. Glove save made there by Smith. Pushing and shoving now. Boy, getting a little handsy there was Kleiser on Morris. Morris saying, yeah, you might have cracked my neck a little bit there. Didn't feel so good. Face off to the left of Smith. Face off one there by Lone Star. Along to the near side, good hard check there by Musket. Now off the far side boards, the puck is whirled all the way down. We are down to 90 seconds remaining on this man advantage. This would be a huge momentum shift. Mudbugs come up empty here. Burke now around the right side. He'll bang it in. Along to the near corner now, smothered up there by Mara, and Mara able to pitchfork it all the way down, gets on net. Played there by Bushler very carefully. Along the right side, Steele, cross ice there to Burke, and Burke now will level it in. Down low there to Smith, taken away. And boy, Lone Star just putting a clinic on penalty kill right now on the Bugs. Held up a little bit there with Sushinsky as we're down to 50 seconds remaining on this double minor. Sushinsky to the near side there to Steele. Steele now up the middle. Steele now works it in, gets bumped off the puck, taken away there by Rosenquist. And Rosenquist will rattle it all the way down. Taken there to Haru. 30 seconds to go as Goldie taps it in, far corner. Poked around now behind the net. Mack trying to grab it. Good hard check. Mudbugs trying to hold it if they can. Now down low. Pruitt's got it. Down into the boards, taken away there by Goldie. Played back to Haru. Haru's got it. Maybe a chance. And now whirled down low there to Mack. Intercepted there by Volkema. Now back to Morris. Back up top. Haru a shot. Good stick in front there by Swift, and it gets the protective netting. Down to 5 seconds remaining on this double minor. And boy, it is opportunities like this against your South Division leading rival that are tough pills to swallow. I mean, if you come up short in a game, you look back at these types of opportunities. But the Mudbugs had a lot of opportunities last night, and they were able to make it count late. They don't want to do that again, night in and night out. Face off one there by the Bugs. Around to the far side, out of the box comes Auteri. It's a big kill there by Lone Star. Mudbugs officially 0 for 2, but they hold the puck into the zone. Oh, no, mishandled there by Austin. Now far side, near side there to Danziger. Danziger drives it in behind the Brahmas net off to the near side. Now sent up ahead, one man to beat. Big burst of speed. Here comes Kamashak through the slot. And it was fought off there by Bushler. Good stick there. Kamashak loves the slot. Uh-oh, far circle. Snap toward the net. Save made there by Bushler on a shot there by Zadvernuk. With 2:26 to go here in the first. Still no score. Shots now 6-4 in favor of Lone Star. Face-off will go to the left of Bushler. Face-off, tied up, one there by the Bugs. Throwing around to the near side there to Burke. Up ahead there to Musket. Musket was outnumbered, so he just works it into the near boards. Now down low, Smith to the near side it goes. There was a collision of some sort around that far corner. Now to the near side, Mann tried to drop it off. He got hit hard there by Burke. Now Burke up ahead there to Musket. Musket now able to knife it in. He's got Litcher down low. Now on the far corner, back to Mann. Held in there by Burke. Burke now along to the far corner. Pinching the zone there is Park. He'll belt it in down low behind the Brahmas net, but it's taken there by Karpa. Karpa will take his time. Mudbugs needed a wholesale line change, and they do just that with a $140 remaining here in the opening frame. Scoreless from the Nitech Sports Center. Off the stick of Kamashok all the way down in the Mudbug zone. Off the near side boards. Too far there for Morris. Back out to center. Pruitt now. We'll just jar it in to the Mudbug zone. Zarski now just pops it all the way down. Pruitt behind the Brahmas net. Sledges it off the near side boards. Back out to center. Haru trying to battle for it. Off the stick of Goldie. Now tied up, taken there by, I believe it was Tepley. Now poked around. Good job there by Haru. Taken there by Sushinsky. Less than a minute to go in the period. Here comes Sushinsky. Far circle. He tees one up toward the net. He got his stick held up a bit. Now off the far side boards. Good stick there by Nickel. Back to Steele. Now played back out to center. Steele to the near side there to Haru. Haru now pops one toward the net. Stick save made there by Smith. Oh, hard check there. Now along to the near side. Floated up ahead through the middle. Chopped in there by Mara. Uh-oh. Far side coming around. Backhand shot went wide. That was coming around there was Tepley. Now far side Gotinsky. Intercepted. Held in. Shot toward the net. Blocker save made there by Bushler on a shot there by Kleiser. Pinch in the zone. Now right side. Here's a chance. Shot toward the net. He whistled it wide. That was Bergeron from the right point. Down low now. Gotinsky wants to slow it down. They don't need to do anything here. Danziger to the near side there to Steele off the near side window, and that'll do it. Nickel gets around the back of Bergeron and lets him know are you as well. We're at the Nitech Sports Center. Lots of fun between these two teams. Scoreless like it was last night after one. Shots 8-4 in favor of Lone Star. Stick around for the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy first intermission show. This is Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
You know, we only get one chance at this thing called life, so why don't we make it count? Hi, I'm Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and we're here to assist you as a financial advisor and a CPA in making those important life decisions. Starting young, saving, and investing will reward you down the road, but it takes diligence to stay the course because life happens. Buying that first home, adding to your family, and then preparing for college, all of these require a plan. We offer services including investments, life insurance, retirement planning, and long-term disability, just to name a few. We can also assist you in your tax preparation or planning along with small business services. We are an independent brokerage company with access to hundreds of products. Call me at 318-219-4188 or log into gfapartners.com to set up a free consultation. Our offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103 in Shreveport. Come see us and go Bugs.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFata and Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFata and Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defatapi.com for more information.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back into the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show, joined by one of our favorites, Tommy Aiken. Tommy, Mudbugs netminder, talk about how this experience in Shreveport has been for you so far.
Yeah, everything's been great. I've loved it since the day I got here. Everyone's been welcoming, joyful, and it's just been a great experience so far.
One thing that I've noticed is, you've played so well in net, and unfortunately, the record hasn't shown that. And I know that's been tough because sometimes not getting goal support. Do you find yourself getting frustrated where you have put together a lot of great games and you're not getting that goal support?
Yeah, I think it's just you got to trust the process and know that Soupy's got a plan, and we're just going to follow that plan, and it's all going to come together. So I'm not worried or stressing about anything, more just focusing on one game at a time and trying to win that next one.
Do you find yourself a little bit having to be perfect between the pipes? Because I know that position is very tough. And when you know your team is struggling to score goals, just overall, do you find yourself maybe clinching a little tightly, in between the pipes, doing stuff differently?
Perfect. That's what you're looking for. But as my goalie coach once and always says, the first rule of goaltending is you're going to get scored on, and the second rule is you can't change the first one. So I think it's just a matter of focusing on making one save at a time and trying to give your team a chance to win.
Everybody has a weird story, and when I talked to Bushler, he talked about how he became a goalie just because he liked the helmet. I think it's what drew him into it, and of course we're glad to have him. Did you have a story on how you became a netminder? Because it's not a position that everybody sometimes chomps at the bit to get, but it's maybe one of those positions that sometimes people settle for, or maybe have a different story and they grew to love it. Did you have any kind of story like that?
Yeah, I grew up across the street from Brian DeCord, who's my goalie coach, and both of his sons played goalie. And I was just doing a might learn to play kind of thing, and we were doing a little scrimmage against another town, and we needed a goalie, so I tried it out and been playing since I was 6 years old.
You never got tired of it?
No, not yet.
How has it been different from your goaltending coach, Brian DeCourt, and you also worked with Coach Rich Perrant as well? Mm-hmm. How different was that compare and contrast between Rich Perrant and Brian DeCourt?
Yeah, I think you can take pieces from everyone. You can learn something from what Rich says, what Brian says, talk to them both as frequent as I can, and a lot of the stuff they're saying is the same. There's some differences here and there, but for the most part, it's just kind of a conversation. It's nothing too confusing or troubling at all.
I've said on the broadcast, and when I asked Coach Soupy about you, when I first saw you in training camp, the first thing I asked Coach was like, hey, I like the Aiken kid. And he goes, I do too. He looks nothing like a hockey player, though. He kind of looks like a European soccer player. I've made comparisons to a kind of Roger Federer, kind of like tennis player. Have you always had the long hair? People have always asked me that. I said, I don't know. I'm still trying to get to know him as myself.
Yeah, well, I went to a military high school, so couldn't have long hair then. Once I graduated, I just kind of grew it out and had it really long, and it came to be summer last year, and the hair all on the back, I thought it'd be a little bit too long, too hot, so I just shaved it off and tied it up in the top, and that's what I've been going with.
And I learned that you did go to a military high school. What was that experience like? Was it something different?
Yeah, it's cool. Wearing a uniform every day, formations every day, doing marches once a week. It was definitely different. Learned a lot from it, and one of my favorite experiences overall.
You come from a military family?
No. So it was the first real experience I've had with that.
Is that something that you would like to go to? You see a lot of people play hockey at, let's say, Air Force or Army or West Point. Is that something that you would think about maybe doing after this year?
Yeah, definitely. If the opportunity presented itself, it'd be a cool experience for sure.
Last year you were in Kenai River. The year before you were in Bismarck. Can you compare those experiences to this one? Because this is now your third year in the North American Hockey League.
Yeah, everywhere I've been, it's been great. I think the biggest positive here in Shreveport is just our rink and the fans. I think it makes every home game a lot of fun. Playing in the Minnesota State tournament, it was in front of 20,000 people, and that's a great atmosphere. But it's a little bit different when you have everyone in the building cheering for you, and they're getting really loud. So that's probably been my favorite part and the biggest difference. Yeah.
What was the process in coming here? Because your situation's a little bit different than maybe a young player getting tendered and getting recruited. I know when I talked to Michael Hill, he had rave reviews. Obviously with his days in Aberdeen, he knew you in Bismarck. He followed you in Kenai. He had rave reviews about you. How did the conversation start? We'll talk about the process of coming to Shreveport, because your situation's just different, like anybody else's. Everybody's situation's different.
Yeah. It was pretty much a last minute thing. Coach Soupy gave me a call on a Thursday night, and next Friday morning at 8 a.m. I was on a plane to Shreveport for training camp. So just kind of last minute thing, and just been going with it and enjoying every second of it.
See, that's interesting that you say last minute thing. So if you didn't get that call, were you staying in Kenai? What was the course? What was the route for you?
So the whole summer I'd been trying to find just the right spot and right place for me to play. So that was I wasn't going back to Kenai. I was looking for a new place.
Was that stressful at all, going into the summertime and getting a little late there?
Yeah. It definitely gets stressful, but you just have to trust that you put in the work and it's going to pay off, and someone's going to take a chance on you. So
we're talking to Tommy Aiken here in the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. I wanted to ask you about your relationship with Simo Bushler and goalie partners. It's always an interesting relationship because you guys are obviously both battling for playing time. Bushler was hurt to begin the year. You were getting a lot of the starts. Talk about your relationship with him and how you guys have gotten along, and I guess compare it to your past goalie partners. Has it always been a good relationship or a rocky one or anything interesting?
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I had ever if I had a goalie partner that I wasn't friends with. I think it's important to have someone that you can talk with and have conversations about hockey or not hockey, whatever it is, and just kind of hang out with. So me and Bushy have been great. Rooming together has kind of bonded us together a little more, and it's been great so far.
I know he's doing No Shave November. Are you doing it as well?
No, if I could grow a cool mustache, I would, but I don't think it would look great. So
you just stick to the hair.
Yeah, just the ponytails for me.
Did you play any other sports besides hockey?
Yeah, I played baseball, lacrosse, and then when I got to high school, I just did golf for a second sport. So
I have to ask you, were you a goalie in lacrosse?
No, I played D-man. So those goalies, they don't wear any pads anyways. It's a little too crazy.
So I have to ask you now. We've been on the road for quite a bit. Who's your best roommate?
Well, I've been with Bushy almost every time, but me, Bushy, and Parky have been a good roommate trio. So,
who's the most annoying guy on the bus?
Probably Jake Mack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I wouldn't say annoying, just the loudest, but. So that's that.
I wanted to get to the bottom of it because I've heard Jake Mack's name being echoed a little bit throughout thing. Obviously, all in fun, That's Tommy Aiken of the Shreveport Mudbugs. Thank you so much for the time and good luck the rest of the way.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
We'll have more after these messages here on the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Hey, this is Chet Yoder, voice of the Mudbugs. DeFada and Associates Investigative and Risk Analysis Services has been conducting professional private investigations for over 20 years. They offer a full range of services to both individuals and businesses. Whether you need an investigator for a personal matter like a child custody case or you suspect an internal theft problem with your business, DeFada and Associates has the experience, training, and knowledge to get you the information you need. Call Jerry today at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case or visit them online at defadapi.com. The Robertson Cup champion Shreveport Mudbugs know big goals lead to big wins. That's why State Farm agent Ben Tolis and his State Farm team are here to help you score a big goal with your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go score the winning goal and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help your life go right. Call State Farm agent Ben Tolis today at 318-688-1522. That's 318-688-1522.
You know, we only get one chance at this thing called life, so why don't we make it count? Hi, I'm Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and we're here to assist you as a financial advisor and a CPA in making those important life decisions. Starting young, saving, and investing will reward you down the road, but it takes diligence to stay the course because life happens. Buying that first home, adding to your family, and then preparing for college, all of these require a plan. We offer services including investments, life insurance, retirement planning, and long-term disability, just to name a few. We can also assist you in your tax preparation or planning along with small business services. We are an independent brokerage company with access to hundreds of products. Call me at 318-219-4188 or log into gfapartners.com to set up a free consultation. Our offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103 in Shreveport. Come see us and go Bugs.
Welcome back into the Nitech Sports Center. Scoreless as we enter the second period, which is brought to you by DeFata and Associates, Investigative and Risk Analysis Services. Personal matters, child custody cases, internal theft bras within your business. Just call our main man, Jerry DeFata, at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case, or log on to defatapi.com. The Brahmas led in shots 8-4 after one. And that first period just kind of felt a little bit standoffish from both teams. It kind of felt like they were feeling each other out. And I thought the feeling each other out phase should have been done last night. It was very interesting. I don't think it was as good as the Mudbugs started last night, but it certainly wasn't bad. And Bushler made some stops early. Mudbugs will now skate from right to left here in the second. It'll be Nickel at center ice against Zadvernuk. Face-off battle tied up one there by Nickel. And he'll chip it on back to his blue line. Sushinsky on over to Park. To the far side it goes to Steele. Second period underway. Kicked around there by Sushinsky. He works it in. It gets on net. Easily sticked away there by Smith. Now off the far side stick of McDonald all the way down. Taken there by Sushinsky. Now floored up ahead there to Gotinski. He gets spun around now, right side, that's Steele. Steele now will spike it on net. Save made there by Smith. He throws it up ahead. Here's Matt McDonald trying to catch the Bugs on a line change. Now drop back to Zadvernuk. Zadvernuk throw, shot, score. That was a feed from McDonald from the far circle, and he's able to roof one on Bushler. Brahmas 1, the Mudbugs nothing. I believe it'll be Matt McDonald's from Zadvernuk. And it comes just 41 seconds in. McDonald from Zadvernuk. And Arthur Smith will get one assist. Lone Star 1, Shreveport nothing. Boy, tough start to the second for the Bugs. And they just kind of got napping in their own zone. Boy, not much Bushler could do there. That was just a great shot from Matt McDonald. And it comes just 41 seconds in to the second. So Mudbugs, unlike last night, have given up the game's first goal. McDonald from Zadvernuk and Smith. Arthur Smith gets a helper on that one. Mudbugs now working in down low there behind the cage. That's Marino battling down low. This is great grindage by the Bugs. Murakami on the back, just kicking it around. Marino fighting and clawing. He words it out free. Gets spun around now. And we got a whistle, and we got a penalty. Looks like it's going to be a tripping infraction. Great draw there by Marino. Mudbugs will go on the third power play of the night. And it's brought to you by Scott Powerline. Carpa's in. And Carpa is lobbying his case toward the official. Oh, I forgot to mention, we have a female linesman tonight. Lead referee Cameron Giacarlo. Your linesmen's Melanie Gotts-Diner and Odin Nelson. I can't recall a female linesman in a Mudbugs game. Held in there by Steele. Steele now, near circle, over to the near corner, there to Litchard. Back up top to Steele. He goes across, fired, fanned on there by Sushinsky. Held in there by Burke, played back to Sushinsky. Parked down low there to Burke. Burke now throws it through the slot, and the puck is poked all the way down there by Mara. Boy, that pass didn't have much steam on it there by Burke, trying to get it up top to Steele. 30 seconds gone by in the third power play of the night, brought to you by Scott Powerline. 1-0 Lone Star intercepted, and it's banked all the way down. That's a good job there by Matt McDonald. Matt McDonald scoring his 8th of the season. He's having a good start to this year for the Brahmas. Now to the right side there to Morris. Morris comes around the far side. He's got it thrown toward the net, blocked. And now loose puck. Goldie trying to get up to back up top. Haru hammers one toward the net. Save made. And he had it smothered up, pushing and shoving now. Morris in the fray. Mack's in there. Mack having a nice giddy smile there with Mara. Mack would love to tow it up with Mara. I don't think Mara will go. We're down to 57 seconds remaining on this power play for the Bugs. Shots are 9-5 in favor of Lone Star. Goldie to take the draw from the right wing circle. Face-off battle at one there by the Bugs. Held in there by Haru. Haru now, far half wall there to Volkema. Back to Haru. He'll throw it across now. Left point there to Goldie. Back to Haru. Volkema tees one up, and he missiled it wide. Played back out to center. 40 seconds remain on the man advantage. Haru through the middle to the left side there to Volkema. He'll work it in. Volkema now kind of works it into the near corner. Good job there by Volkema. Now he throws it around the far side boards, but nobody was there. Mudbugs just weren't set up in time. Haru now through the middle there to Volkema. Volkema back to Haru and Aaron Patton. Now off to the far side, taken there by Litchard. Last chance for the Bugs. Up ahead to the near side on the man advantage. Burke comes in, thrown toward the net. He gets bumped off the puck. Someone ran into the netting. As the net comes off its mooring. That was Haru. And we got a break in the action with 2 seconds remaining now on this power play for the Bugs. Faceoff will come in deep, I believe, into the Brahmas zone. .3:14 gone by here in the second. Lone Star 1, Shreveport nothing. Faceoff will rather come in the right wing circle. Litchard will take the draw. Carper ready to get out of the box. Faceoff battle at tied up. It is a draw, but it's won there by Litchard. Penalty is over. Danziger's got it. Thrown toward the net. Tipped on its way through. Off the stick of Musket. Pad save made there by Smith. Mudbugs hold the zone. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. And now far side, poked around, held in there by Burke, chopped back in there. Good job there by Danziger. Now spun around there by Smith to the near side, off the near side boards, off the glove of Austin. Now spun in deep, but taken there by Litchard. Litchard has it. Litchard didn't know what he wanted to do with it, so he'll go to the left off the stick of Austin. Austin will just angle it off the near side boards and in deep. Slowed down there by Smith. Smith loves to play the puck. Off to the near side, now off the near side window. Sushinsky will slow it down, got blocked off there by the official accidentally. And now behind the Mudbugs net, taken away there by Austin. Austin up ahead to the left side there to Morris. Morris off the linesman, that's Gotts-Diner. And now the puck is worked back in. Far corner, Pruitt's pass, errant, but it's taken there by Kamashak. As now ran into Marino. Backed up ahead now. Here comes Morris as he roofed one, but it went wide. And now taken there by Park. Park through the middle. Up ahead now. There to Morris. Morris now will just bank it in. Good chase here by Vitale. Vitale now has it along the end boards, and now a loose puck taken away. Far side there by Pruitt. Intercepted there by Mack. Mack over to Volkema. Volkema now near circle. Backhand shot. Oh, right pad save made there by Smith. That one handcuffed Smith, but he's able to keep it out and keep the shutout going with 4:53 gone by in the second. That was a great idea there by Volkema to try to thread one through. Face off, near circle, one there by Volkema, played back up top, but it gets out of the zone. Now coming around, there was a collision. Uh-oh, backhand shot penalty coming up now to the Mudbugs. And I thought that was going to be called. They kind of sandwiched Rosenquist coming through the seam. First power play of the night for Lone Star. Volkema not happy. For the Bugs, PK, it has been another terrific start to this season. It's a holding infraction on Volkema. Mudbugs second best in the league at 87.8%. First choice personnel penalty kill will get to work. Lone Star 0 for 5 last night. That dropped them down to 28th place in the league out of 29 teams. They're at 11.5% power play rate. 5:03 gone by in the second. Brought to you by DeFata and Associates. The Brahmas won, the Mudbugs nothing on the early goal in this period from Matt McDonald, snapping home his 8th of the season. Face-off one there by Lone Star. Now Pruitt across, fanned on there by Swift, and now thrown up ahead, held in there. And now taken there by Gotinski. Over to Danziger. Danziger now off the near side window, held in there. It's a good job there by Lone Star to hold his own. Now Gotinski trying to grab it and poked around back out to center. Good job there by Nickel. Boy, the Brahmas were looking for a hooking call. Now along to the far corner, held up a little bit. Rosenquist rattles it around. On over to Swift, thrown across there to Pruitt. Pruitt now will just pelt it in down low there for Rosenquist. Intercepted there by Gotinski. Smothered up off the skate of Nickel. Mudbugs can't clear. I thought it was out. It didn't. Danziger has it off the far side window all the way down. You got to watch out for Smith. He likes these little stretch passes when the Mudbugs were going in for a wholesale line change. Arthur Smith very much in love with playing the puck. He will get out of his net at every opportunity he gets. Loves to dictate the play. Now through the middle, to the right side it goes. Puck now popped on net. Glove down there by Bushler on a shot from just ahead of the red line there by Lecher. 46 seconds remaining on Volkema's holding infraction. First power play of the night for Lone Star. Face-off, battle at one there by Lone Star. They have it now. Top of the point, Murakami. To the right point it goes. On over to Mann. Now back to Murakami toward the net. That one hit a stick in front. Might have got a piece of Bushler. Now off the stick of Haru. Along to the near side. Mudbugs trying to chop it out. They can't. Murakami's got it. He walks the line. Dart toward the net. Score! There was a shot toward the net from Murakami. There was traffic in front, and it beats Bushler. Brahmas 2, Mudbugs nothing. Power play goal for Lone Star. It's Murakami from Lecher and Kamashak. And Lone Star has now jumped out in front 2-0. Time of the goal comes at 6:43 of the second. Ryan Murakami gets the goal. For Murakami, his second of the season. And for a team that is struggling to score goals like the Mudbugs, 2-0 can feel like a mountain. Mudbugs got to settle down.